Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Football Talk. And today, we got 10 big features to expect in college football 27. Shout out to the man himself, Eric Ray Weather, for another college football video. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Man, I'm so excited. And shout out to all you guys that have been commenting on my reactions to these. You guys are absolutely amazing. Obviously some of you guys are a little upset with EA, which is, I mean, it's the Madden community. Am I surprised? No. But shout out to all you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel if you want more reactions just like this one. Without further ado though, let's jump right into this. Let's go.
College Football 26 was another huge success for EA, but if they really want College Football 27 to become an all-time sports game, they have to take things to another level. And honestly, there's already a ton of clues about what is coming. Because when you look at the leaks, when you look at Madden, and you also look at features EA has already built into other games, it's quite clear some of the things that are coming to College Football 27. And I've been predicting features for Madden for the last 10 years, and I'm usually almost 100% right because EA is pretty
he's definitely one of the best at that.
Things to expect in College Football 27, and trust me, some of these would make this game feel way more alive than it does right now. The first feature we have to talk about is an updated weather system. Now, if you played Madden 26, you already saw this, and if you look back over the years, Madden a lot of times got features the year before.
For one, let me actually take this off. I'm gonna use this one because it's giving me some problems. The weather system in Madden. So I just played a snow game for the first time earlier today. Madden, you guys are crazy. And I mean that in the most sincere way I can. You guys are insane, bro. Bro, you cannot even see a foot away from you. You don't even know if that's your offensive lineman or if that's the defensive line. That's how crazy the snow is. Man, oh man, I hope, bro. I really do hope they bring this to college football. It looks like they probably more likely are, is. Even though the snow does look pretty good already, but the snow in Madden 26 snow is just on a whole nother level.
The NCAA games got them, and even if you look deeper into this, the FIFA game usually would always get a big feature the year before Madden got it. They would trickle it down into their other games. Madden last year has pushed weather further than it has ever been in any of their football games, with more realistic weather effects, lighting transitions, fog, snow accumulation, and more.
It is insane, bro. I played it in Buffalo as well.
You have rain and snow in the college football games, but if you see what they did with Madden, making the heavy snow and fog where it was so crazy that you could almost not even see what was going on, or they added that heavy rain that was a lot more aggressive.
You know what? I have not played in the rain, actually.
The rain that currently exists in college football.
I played in light rain.
All of the investment into this to only use it in Madden. They're going to bring this to college football this year more likely. And I believe the overall plan is to further build on the weather and actually make it dynamic, meaning it could start out not snowing, but then halfway through the game, it would start snowing out of nowhere. Or the game...
They gonna have dynamic weather? What? Nah, that... Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. Dynamic weather, so it could start off all shiny, sunshine, maybe like the mid 70s, whatever, and then by the time you look at it, it's raining outside. It's doing all these. By the way, I'm saying this because that is North Carolina's weather. I'm not even joking with you guys. That is North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, and that's what our weather system is like. I can't stand it. But anyway, bro, I think it's confirmed. We're going to get dynamic weather. Yes! Let's go, baby.
Could start out snowing, but then stop later in the game. I believe they want to put this into Madden, so that might also come to college this year as well.
That will be crazy.
That brings us to feature number 2, Coach DNA. This is another massive feature that was added to Madden last year, and why wouldn't they add this to college football? I mean, they kind of already had some of this in effect in college football when you look at the coaching abilities, which Madden has since adopted, but Madden took it a step further last year. Because before this was implemented in Madden, a lot of the coaches felt too much the same, and that's kind kind of how it even feels a bit in the college football games. But imagine if every coach had a true identity. Some would recruit heavier in state, some would prioritize speed over power, some would go for mobile quarterbacks more than pocket passers, and things like that. If Georgia hires a different style of coach, their entire offense would change over time, for example. And if a defensive mastermind took over a struggling program, the recruiting priorities would shift completely. This was a very big part of Madden's franchise mode last year, and I just can't see no way that they would not implement this into college football, especially after making
I'm pretty sure they're gonna put this in
to the game last year. It's one thing to have the likeness of the coaches visually, but we need the likeness of the coaches in how they actually call games, because that adds so much.
That was really cool to have in Madden. Me playing franchise mode, I really do love that.
Feature number 3, which is player DNA and traits. This was another thing that was added to Madden last year, and it's already been leaked that they're going to be expanding
this was a big one
in Madden this year. Last year they had it for about the top 200 players, and it has been leaked that this year they're going to try to have it for almost every player in the game,
which is insane.
Doesn't completely exist inside of college football yet, but why not? Now, of course, you can differentiate.
Wow, it doesn't.
But
I did not even think about that.
Kind of took this a step further in Madden last year. Some quarterbacks would panic more under pressure. Some wide receivers would make insane sideline catches, some running backs would fight for more yards constantly, so on and so forth. Now, for some more specific examples in Madden, they had traits where a quarterback would be more of a scrambler type, but he would keep his eyes downfield until the last second and then start to scramble. But until that point, he would still keep his eyes downfield and try to find an open player before just mindlessly taking off. Whereas there's other quarterbacks that would be looking to take off instantly if the opportunity presents itself. That is a player trait, and that helps differentiate a player like Josh Allen, who is mobile and moves around but still looks to try to get the pass off before running, versus a player that gets happy feet and just wants to take off completely, like a rookie who maybe is just not confident enough yet. Now, are they going to do this for every player in the game? No, I don't think so, but they'll probably do it for the
that would be too much.
Slowly expanded over the years. And that brings us to feature number 4, which is mascot mode. Now, there have already been leaks and rumors about returning, and if you've played the older NCAA game,
man, oh man, the amount of people that have been in my comment section talking about, well, asking me, are they going to bring mascot mode to the next college football game? You know what's crazy? It kind of reminded me of last year with them not having the high school mode and people wanted it, and so they put it in 26 and so many people are excited about it. But this one is even more niche, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people, when the last NCAA game, which is I think it was 14, 14. A lot of people didn't even know there was a mascot mode. A lot of us stumbled upon the mascot mode, and there were and also I'll say this, there were some that knew it was already in the game. The mascot mode was always really cool and fun to play with other people. The thing is, if they make it online, like you can do an online one, okay, you got me sold. But if it's like how it is in 14, which was I'm pretty sure all offline, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love these cool ideas and like putting stuff in the game and stuff like that. But I just don't know how many people are really going to play mascot mode. I think it'd be like a fun like thing that everybody's going to be talking about for like a couple of weeks, and then next thing you know, people are going to go back to their, making their players or going with their university. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know about this. I don't know how big this is going to be.
This is exactly the kind of fun, chaotic feature that separates college football from Madden, because college football is supposed to be fun. Now, earlier this year, there were some emails that went out to gamers that said that they'd be able to play
Stanford's mascot gives me nightmares.
But it never came to the game. So it sounds like we were supposed to get this last year, and either they held it back as a selling point for 27, or they maybe ran into some issues and did not get it ready in time. But nonetheless, this should be coming to the game this year, because why would that email have gone out if it wasn't something they were working on? Now, I would like if they expanded this beyond just play now, maybe make it to where you could actually play with them online. Heck, maybe even do a dynasty mode with your mascot teams. I mean, why not? But regardless,
I just said that. That's crazy.
Since the series was announced to be returning
pre-watch,
so I do think a lot of people will enjoy having this back. Number 5 is new gameplay mechanics.
Mascots
Now,
have
this
some
should go
crazy
without
moves.
saying, every new year of a football title, you're typically going to get some new gameplay mechanics. Now, regardless if you think the gameplay is good or bad, it's not for a lack of development time. Gameplay gets the most resources every single year because, I mean, it's the gameplay. It's the most important part of the game. Some years we get bigger features here. Some years it's more quality of life fixes and smaller changes. But typically every year you're going to get some type of new mechanics. Whether it be more realistic player motion, whether it be better physics, whether it just be better zones and trench play, they're going to do something here, and we've already gotten a big leak as to what one of these features is. Because it was leaked a while back that they're adding custom adjustments, which what it sounded like is that you'd be able to save your adjustments from play to play. So if you have certain hot routes on a pass play or certain things that you adjust for a defensive play or a blitz, you'd be able to save those kind of as a macro, and it would just always be there for you to select instead of having to do the input every time you call that play. And not only was this leaked for college football, but it was leaked for Madden as well, which is very important because over the years, even dating back to the old NCAA series, both games usually always got the same gameplay features, and we've already seen that in recent games. Both games got the switch stick at the same time, the defensive line stunts, the custom zones, and I can go on and on. If one game gets it, the other gets it. So the fact that this has been leaked for both games means that it's a lot of credibility here that this is going to be in the game, and there's going to be some other gameplay changes as well, but this is just the one big one we know about so far. But now we got to talk about Dynasty Mode, number 6, which is just simply Dynasty Mode.
Let's see what they got for Dynasty Mode.
People get scared that modes like this will get left by the wayside, and maybe in some of the older EA Sports days that did happen, but that's not really a thing anymore. Dynasty is going to have some improvements this year. Which exact improvements? That we don't know yet, but there are some pretty obvious things that need to happen here. Number 1, we need a better coaching carousel. It's probably one of the worst parts of Dynasty Mode, and EA knows that, and they know they need to make this better. It needs to feel more like real college football chaos. Coaches leaving unexpectedly, schools panicking after bad decisions, rumors circulating during the year, which also brings us to another thing I think they'll be implementing, which would be some type of a message board or social media, because fans have not only been asking for it, but the devs themselves said even after College 25 that this is something that they want to implement into the mode. The same way
that would be
social
dope.
media feed. Why does this not exist in college football? And the answer is they probably just haven't gotten around to finishing it yet, but this year it would make sense that that would be something that would be implemented.
Yeah, that definitely would add a lot to the mode.
The most important part of the mode. We saw that they changed a lot of stuff up with it last year. They're going to take that further this year in some way. And I do believe we'll get some NIL integration here because there hasn't really been much of it in this mode, but they did recently just partner with Visa, and they spoke more so about how they're going to integrate it into the Road to Glory mode. But if you're partnering with all these different brands and you're implementing NIL in the Road to Glory, I mean, it just only makes sense that you at least in some way implement it more into Dynasty. So that's something I would expect this year as well because of everything we've heard. And that brings us to number 7, which are play sheets. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand in some way with Dynasty and the Coach DNA we talked about earlier, but it's kind of big enough to talk about on its own. This could quietly become one of the best additions to the entire game. Madden already started moving towards more customizable game planning systems, so why wouldn't they again bring this to college football? Think about custom scripted drives, situational calls, third down tendencies, adding different abilities to your play sheets, which is exactly what Madden has now. You can equip different abilities each week. You can unlock new plays and playbooks inside of Madden with these play sheets. It's something that they put a lot of time and money into for Madden. I don't see why they wouldn't just drag this over to college the next year. A lot of times they want to debut these things in Madden first.
I haven't really done like a lot of like the play sheet things, but for the ones that are really into it, I know I've heard a lot of good things about it.
And while we're talking about game modes, that brings us to number 8, which is an expanded Road to Glory. Look, we know they're going to be
Road to Glory.
They took it a step up from 25, but this is the mode that has the most potential that has been unrealized.
That's facts.
And I remember when I was down at EA last year when they were showing us stuff about the game, they said that they know Road to Glory isn't where it needs to be, and they know it's not a lot of people's favorite mode because of what it's lacking currently. But they said they believe in 2 to 3 years' time, they think this will become more people's favorite mode once we see what they're going to do with it and where they're planning to take it. So them telling us that last year already lets me know that we can expect some big changes in Road to Glory this year. What specifically,
not open world.
I don't know, but I have some ideas. More high school integration, longer high school careers, real recruiting battles, rivalries, and things of that nature. It was nice that they added high school back last year, but a lot of people felt like it was too short. They want a longer season, heck, maybe even multiple seasons. Give people the option to kind of skip over this if they don't want to play it, but for those that do, expand it out. And I do
that would be cool to have like you can do your junior and senior season.
Safety, defensive line, tight end, maybe even kicker. I don't think they're gonna add a ton of new.
Oh my gosh, if they add a kicker, I'm gonna be the greatest kicker to ever live.
Years dating back to Madden.
Kicker are people too, Madden.
I mean,
EA, excuse me.
At this point, it's been one of the most requested things. I just can't see them dropping this game and not adding at least one new position here. And we already know they're going to be implementing more NIL, as there was the report the other day that they just partnered with Visa, and one of the things they spoke on specifically was Road to Glory, where people could unlock name, image, and likeness sponsorship opportunities, reflecting how real college athletes partner with brands, and as players accept brand deals, they'll receive boosts to their stats, attributes, mirroring real-life sponsorship opportunities for athletes. Moving on to feature number 9, an upgraded game day experience. Now, this is another thing that Madden did last year.
Oh, yes!
From college, when they implemented this, they added real.
Bro, I think he's talked about this before, maybe. But updated game day experience. Oh my gosh, bro. Game day is like one of my favorite things about college football. Waking up early Saturday morning, turning it on, and seeing my guy with putting the mascot's heads on his head. Like, the whole college game day experience, bro. If you have not watched the college game day shows, go on YouTube right now and just search up like the best moments or just a compilation of them. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna be excited. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Whoever came up with that idea, you're a genius, okay?
Team intros, they added mascots and things like that, things that college already has. But that doesn't mean college is going to stop building on this. It's one of the bigger things about the college game. One thing specifically that Madden did add last year that college didn't were real team graphics on the scoreboard. Instead of they're just having generic
that was really cool
text on a scoreboard, it would be actual graphics from
especially the Ravens one, like he's showing right now.
32 NFL teams in Madden. Would they do it for every single team in college? I highly doubt it. They'd probably just do it for some of the bigger schools, but I do think we could see some stuff like this implemented into the game, since they've already shown that they were willing to do it with the Madden game. But outside of that, maybe adding things like an actual halftime show or a weekly wrap-up, things they also added to Madden last year.
Oh, college doesn't have a halftime show?
College football in the same way yet. Maybe even
I didn't know that.
Type of a college game day show experience into the game in some way. I think all of these things are on the table for 27. And for number 10, something that we've already heard about, but we don't know the full extent yet, is updated customization and equipment. The equipment movement has been huge on Twitter.
Yep.
In general over the past year.
A lot of people on one of my videos about these right here, the mouthpieces, got a lot to say.
Jerseys, better helmet fit, more customizable equipment with logos, and the list goes on and on. How much of this are we getting? That I don't know, but I know for sure this is going to be something that we do get this year, more so than maybe we have in the previous years. Now, there's also been a lot of rumors about an open world coming to College Football 27 inside Road to Glory, which would be pretty cool.
Yep, we already checked that out. That's on my channel now. Man, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't wait for the teaser trailer to come. I cannot wait to see the teaser trailer. That's going to be crazy. Man, oh man. But I can see right now that this is already almost a 20-minute reaction. Obviously, I'm going to cut it up in some stuff and, cut out some parts. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Let me know, what would you like to see in College Football 27? Is it an open world like on this image right here, or is it something that Eric talked about in this video? I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next reaction.